call to order the special call meeting Monday, October 16th, 2017. I will remind everybody that this is a special call meeting because the meeting date was changed. We have to stay on the agenda, and the agenda only, and we cannot have any comments from the audience. It is a special call meeting. Chief, would you lead us in the pledge, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And if everyone would you please stay standing. We lost a city council member suddenly, Mr. Jim Meek. He was not only a great city council person, he was even a better man. And if you don't mind, at this time, let's have a moment of silence. Thank you. Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Tim.
Present.
Patricia. Present. Sarah. Present. David.
Here. I've got several announcements here. Carter Lane project. The funding freeze has been lifted. That doesn't tell us a whole lot, but Kim said that Libby was talking with Amanda. Is that correct, Kim?
Yes.
And they haven't got back to Kim yet, but the funding freeze has been lifted from FEMA. Apple Day, it went great. Apple Day went great. We're extremely proud of that. Congratulations to sanitation, street, police, fire, and EMS. Congratulations to Trail Town.
Yay.
They received the statewide award for Beautify the Bluegrass. And we don't know the particulars yet, but sometime soon, the governor's going to come down for a barbecue to celebrate that award. Also, this Saturday, we've got the Mountains of Music, Bushels of Art, and Pints on Paint from 2 o'clock to 9 o'clock this Saturday. We would like for everyone to attend that, please. And I will announce Halloween as it comes up on the agenda. I need an approval to okay the minutes from the regular meeting September 11, 2017.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? I need an approval of departmental reports, please.
I'll make the motion. Yeah, second.
All in favor? Opposed? I need approval to pay the bills as presented.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Miss Sarah.
That's a tough one.
Yes, it was.
And Jim.
That was Jim.
It was.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number one on the agenda is a resolution authorizing Mr. Bob Pack, General Manager, to execute for and on behalf of the Mayor and/or City of Paintsville any and all pay requests and/or change orders necessary for the downtown sewer I&I project.
May I say something?
Yes, you may.
We're the ones that are, we're the existing bonding agents for the utilities, and we've already done this. And it's an $8.2 million project, I think. And I think that Bob should be the person to pay the bills and all, but with the change orders, that's such a big, that's a big area there of things that happen. That's where a lot of the money is spent, and there's a lot of changes made. And I feel as if, since we're on the line for this money, that we should approve the change orders. It can be a certain amount, but our fiduciary responsibility, I think, is that we should try to to keep up with what's going on unless we usually won't even hear about it unless something big has happened. And I hope they can stay within the $8.2 million, but I feel as if the longer a project goes on, the less likely that is that that's going to happen. So I'm going to ask City Council if they would agree to just let the change of orders come before us in a certain amount, over maybe $10,000 come through us. I mentioned it to Bob, and he said it would be awful cumbersome. Well, if there's going to be that many change orders, yes, it would be. But if there's going to be that many change orders, we need to know about when they are happening.
Okay.
So I'm going to make the motion that we agree to do it with the exception of the change orders and any over $10,000 that it still comes back before City Council.
Okay, do we need to go back and have this resolution rewritten?
Well, no. No, that, I don't know. We haven't done it yet, have we? As far as we're just now making this motion that he do this. The resolution doesn't say that.
How much does that, no, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, no.
How much does that, this project's been slowed down quite a bit from what, if I remember this was the same one, right, Bob? Where's he at?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It is. Does this slow it down even more?
that would be my concern about it being cumbersome. If you get in a situation and something needs to be addressed, then you're just kind of dead in the water.
Okay, well, why don't we take,
I mean, that's what I was getting ready to ask.
do we table it?
What's the advantages of doing this? I mean, what's the dividends that it will pay by allowing Bob to, process all change orders?
That's what
I don't know,
that should be
I'm
done.
asking that question.
well now,
I mean, what's
the process of how it goes, I know that Libby through the ad board is also, there's several different, places where there can be a checks and balance with this. But since we are the one that is responsible, and there's a possibility that it can get a lot costlier than the $8.2 million. It just gives them, they can come back to us on a monthly basis, they can come back on any way they want to, but these change orders get to be a problem. And that's where most of the money is spent, over and above the grant and the money appropriated for it.
I'm
So,
just,
yeah, I know, I mean.
I guess the reason I was asking, what if there's something that really needs to be done and it can't wait
That's what I
3
want.
weeks to the next council meeting?
And
I mean, I don't know, I'm merely asking that.
under the resolution, it does not give me the authority.
That's right,
It gives me the authority with
our approval.
with commission approval.
Yeah, well, what Tim's saying is, Mr. Pack, is that what if something comes up all of a sudden
During the process of
and during the
construction.
process of construction where that you have to change something real quick,
Right.
and do a
It needs
change
to be.
order?
At that point, I would have to get my commission together quickly, then make the recommendation. I mean, if we have to wait for city council approval, it's gonna take that much longer.
So you're saying,
So
it
you're
doesn't
saying
matter
that we're going to approve change orders anyway?
anyway?
That's not what
It's not what this
that's
says.
not what the resolution says.
But is that's what you're wanting?
Yes, I think that since we're the ones that, we're the existing bonding agent, correct?
Correct. And
The city council and the mayor.
how about we do a monthly report and we'll see where we are every month?
Now, it's kind of like water over the bridge, but I'm just voicing I know at one time, in one meeting, there was like $60,000 in change orders and 5 different ones.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna make a motion, we table this till further discussion, if that's all right.
I'll second it.
And that way we can get it ironed out if it's a special meeting or something.
Slow the project down more.
Yeah, how quick does this need to be resolved? I mean, I don't know, it doesn't say it on here, so.
What that would probably do at this point, is we're gonna need the mayor to attend our next progress meeting, the second Wednesday of the next month. So we can execute any documents.
Of November?
Yeah.
We'll have another meeting for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do
Is that
that.
all right then?
That's fine
For
with
further
me.
discussion?
Okay, so you're going to table this?
Is that all right?
They made the motion.
He
I
made
did.
the motion, I seconded it.
Does that need a motion?
You need a roll call vote on
Not
it?
roll call it.
All in favor?
No.
Opposed?
One more time to think about it.
Number two, we need to open the bids on blacktop for Main Street.
Well, we'll get some potholes on it.
Who's this one from? Hinkle?
Hinkle.
From Hinkle. Is that his total bid? Or is this block by block?
We're blocking.
I'd say that's block to block, wouldn't you? Block to block, he has got $13,500 from Hinkle.
Is that all of Main Street, or is that just?
That's block to block. So in other words, if you got 4 blocks, it would be 4 times that
Four,
amount.
okay. How many we were looking at?
How many blocks? 4, I think.
It's good. I think it's the- Is that good?
All right, so this bid only has West Street to Church Street and Church Street to Court Street. So this is only for 2 blocks. One of those blocks is 15,700, and the other block is 13,000. This is from R&L Paving.
How did we post the bid? Did we say the complete Main Street?
It was supposed to be posted, Main Street entirely, block to block. Because you can't,
Right.
you just can't do it all at once.
Yeah.
I understand, I understand. I was just asking.
So you're saying like from the.
So they're just going to Court Street? That one is?
Yeah, that one is.
Well, he's got
It's
2
2
blocks.
blocks.
He's got West Street to Church Street, it's
Yeah.
15,700. And he's got Church Street to Court Street at 13,000.
That's just 2 blocks.
Yeah, that's just 2 blocks.
That's 28, the other one's 4 blocks.
At 50, about 54. Yeah.
So that's the 2 bids you got. You got the bid from Hinkle and the bid from R&L.
Where's Hinkle, Mom?
Here,
It's here?
yeah, they got a crew here. They're the ones that did the ones already been done.
Okay, well, it's a cheaper one, and they did a good job.
Mhm. So I just need to know who you want to go with.
Well,
I'll make a motion for Eagle Construction because it's 54,000 for the whole.
I agree.
I agree with you. I second that.
All in favor? Opposed?
When
All right.
when are they gonna do that? Is that immediate? almost?
Yes, we can
Okay.
start on that now that we've got the bids in and you all approved it. We can start anytime we need to.
Okay, that's great. I hope we don't get cold weather.
I do too, man. I do too.
That's here.
Don't say that, that's just the day. Next week, the rest of the week's 72.
Now, let's set our dates for Halloween. That date is going to be October the 31st, from
What day?
6 to 8. That's on a Tuesday.
I agree.
I
From
agree.
6 to 8.
I agree.
Now, also on that day, the businesses downtown is going to pass out some candy for the school
Yeah.
kids from 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m.
God, I wish you'd change that. You know how hard that is when they get on that bus and they got all that sugar in it?
Just look at this,
You're
we're
burden to
getting,
bear.
we're getting 2 doses that same day.
I know.
Wait till the next morning.
That's right.
No rest, nothing.
Is everyone okay with that date?
It's a good
Yes,
day.
sir.
Yes, I'm glad it's not a weekend.
We need to appoint
We charge for them.
we need to appoint a tourism board commissioner. They have requested that we appoint Mrs. Connie Bays to that position.
I have no objection to that.
I need a motion, second.
I make a motion to appoint Connie Bays to the tourism board as the new commission.
That's it.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We also have to appoint a city council member tonight to replace Mr. Tom Daniels.
I'll make a motion, we appoint Sean Thompson back.
I second it.
Are there any other,
I had a
Any other
gentleman come to my house and approach me, Roger Belcher, showing, interest in, city council.
I also have a recommendation,
okay?
Jim Pelfrey.
Okay, so we've got three names out there. Mr. Thompson, Mr. Belcher, and Mr. Pelfrey. So we have to second one of those names,
Well, she
She
already
did.
did.
Sean.
okay? So Sean has been motion,
I did.
Who seconded?
I did.
and Patricia seconded. So Mr. Sean Thompson, correct?
Well, it's gotta be voted,
Yeah,
yeah.
you have to vote.
Yeah, we have to roll call that. You got to roll call that.
There's 2 seats, this is just for Jim.
This is, no, this is for Mr.
I'm
Daniels.
sorry, for Tommy's.
Yes.
Tim,
Yes, that's fine.
Patricia,
Yes.
Sarah,
No,
David.
Yes.
Okay. Motion passes 3-1, correct, Ms. Virgil?
Right.
The reason we have to do it this way is by law, and as dumb as it sounds, by law, we couldn't go ahead tonight and appoint 2 members. You have to appoint one at a time. So I'll let you all figure that one out.
well, Sean Thompson is a personal friend, but I feel as if the person that I nominated, I need to stand behind him on that, and of course, there wasn't a second, but, there's no, I nominated Jim because I think he is a good person, and I think he is civic-minded and community-minded and has the best interest at heart, and I think everyone nominated was the same
Yeah,
way.
I thought all 3 of those names were excellent names. The next 2 I'm gonna kinda add together a little bit here. We have, number 6 and number 7, we want to discuss the changes that this council may want to look at the ordinance for Apple Day, maybe giving us a little more say-so in how things are handled. Reason being is I've noticed over the past few days, for some reason, this council and myself have taken a lot of heat for some things that went on during Apple Day. Well, the way I understand it, we really don't have that much control over Apple Day. So what we need to discuss here, council, is whether or not you think we need, or you want me to sit down and take a look at the ordinance we got and try to make a few changes where that we can have a little more control and say as to what goes on. And I'll leave that with you for a minute, then we'll go over the financials right quick. And they're in front of you. Our expenses for Apple Day, sanitation was $2,450. Street was $3,390. Fire and EMS was $2,291.88. Police was $2,645.59 for a total of $10,777.47 plus $100 for garbage bags, which brought you to a total of $10,877.47. Now, your revenues, the Apple Board gave us the $7,000 that tourism gave them. Your restaurant taxes collected is only going to come to $1,350.63 because we took last year's restaurant tax that was turned in, and we only get 40% of that this year. And then your vendor license fees was $358, which is $2 per Apple Day vendor. And our revenues came to $8,708.63 and put us in the hole, $2,168.84. Any discussion from council?
Well, what are we discussing? What's,
We need to discuss whether or not that you want me to take a look at the ordinance and see whether or not that you as a council want to be part of being able to have the Apple Board bring to us what they have and then it be approved by council.
I don't even know what the ordinance.
I have no clue what
I
that
don't know how it
ordinance
reads. I don't know
I
how
see
the
nothing
ordinance.
wrong, my personal self, with looking at any ordinance.
No.
That we need to.
I mean, I don't know how the ordinance reads. I don't know what's at stake here, you know.
I guess revenue.
Well, yeah.
Well, I know, but I mean, I don't know how the ordinance, how do,
It basically gives them full control of what the old ordinance does.
I think it's okay to review it because it could be outdated, and can see what we can work together.
All I want is for you all to agree to let me take a look at the ordinance. That's all I'm
Do you
asking.
need a motion?
Yeah,
I make a motion that you look at the ordinance and see what needs to be updated.
I don't have any problem. Second.
all in favor? Opposed? Number 8, we are going to table at this time. Can I have a motion to that effect?
yes, I make a motion that we table that last, I don't have Ronnie's got mine here, yeah.
Yeah, I second that, Mayor.
All in favor? Opposed? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? We stand adjourned.